The mind can be a very strange place when you come to think about it, but it can also mean something very creative in a way. So what's going on? Today, I wanted to discuss with you a little bit something about misdirection in anime. This is something that I planned for a long time, but I never really got around to discuss it in detail. But today, it changes all that. So we're going to be diving in closer to the wonderful world of misdirection. And there's key points, mind you, that I wanted to touch on. And in my opinion, is one of the most underrated, overlooked types of methods you can use in the world of anime. So let's get into it.
Ah! They're monsters! At this age, they're monsters! Way to ruin the mood!
Like I said, misdirections. So misdirection is not only a unique art form that takes a creative and ingenious approach when it comes to anime. I would say some of it has to do with tension breakers and a little bit of comedy, if you will. Now there's quite a bit of different plethoras of ways you can do misdirection in anime. For instance, did you guys ever hear about My Girlfriend is a Show Bitch? Or how about Uzaki-chan? Because I know you guys watch Uzaki-chan. There is a plethora of misdirection that is featured in anime. For a perfect example would be when Uzaki-chan's mother gets into play, and I won't spoil it for those who want to watch the show all the way through. But just know, one scene is basically when the mother knocks on the door, right? She sees and overhears something entirely different from what's actually taking place. That is called misdirection. And it can be displayed in a plethora of ways, a shit ton of ways, a crap ton. Like, we're talking on a massive scale. It doesn't matter what type of genre you're watching, as long as you are putting at least a little bit of misdirection. As you know, some people do it as tension breakers, like I said before. It could mean different things to ease the tension, or make a funny little gag, or even deceive the audience to thinking that they see one thing, but displaying a different scenario entirely. That is the beauty of misdirection, which I don't really see much of people doing them anymore, which is kind of sad. It's been an art form for quite a long time, maybe generations, maybe centuries. It's a shame that nobody really wants to, use that type of misdirection, because it's really an ingenious move. Key point number 2 would probably be in the story plot. And you've seen so many shows that work this to a T when it comes to mystery, especially the mystery genre. And I've known that Read or Die basically had a good interpretation of this kind of method. Another great show that utilizes this to its fullest potential would be Shangri-La. And if you guys haven't watched this show, I'd highly recommend it for those that's been experienced in the world of anime, not to newcomers, because I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be down your alley just as of yet. For those of you that are probably getting into it, I wouldn't recommend it, but for experts, I would definitely recommend it to get a better understanding of what this show can really be, what this genre can actually take into a next level basis. It can also work on detective shows, it could work on pretty much anything mystery related. And who knows, it might work on something else other than mystery genres. We honestly don't have a clue what the limit potential can be if people use that method to a fullest extent, or in which case using it on a regular basis scenario. It's kind of an interesting kind of thought to lo behold, This method can be used pretty much anywhere and in any sort of genre you can possibly imagine, which makes it such an underrated, overlooked, on a golden rarity that you'll see this type of method used to its fullest potential. Which kind of leads me to the final key point in this discussion, which is knowing how to use it and utilize it. There have been so many shows that's used this method and completely missed the mark. I can't even tell you how many shows there are, because there are a lot of anime out there. There are a lot of mangas out there that can do literally the same thing and even fail at it. With that being said, there are 2 points that I want to mention, important extra points, which is timing, and the other is depending on how it's executed. This method isn't perfect, but it's a unique and rare for a reason. Therefore, it can be a very complicated system to actually grasp. Meaning there are going to be a shit ton of people that are going to try it and fail. But there are also a small group of successful people that tried it and succeeded. And the reason they do succeed is the whole key points that I've been telling you throughout this video. It's the constant understanding of those points that can make it succeed, or it can make it fail, depending on how much and how well you know it. And again, taken into account of all those key points that I've mentioned throughout this video, that's the key to success with that method. And to those who actually able to pull it off without a hitch, I clap my hands to you, man. You really nailed that method on the head. For those people that got it and nailed it, that just means they have a full understanding of when to use it and when not to use it, because the circumstances can be different each and every time that you're writing a story. It can make or break your story, manga, show, whatever you are writing. I don't know, man, it's just fascinating to me. There are so many shows out there that use that kind of method, and it really just strikes a chord with me. I don't know about you guys, but it really does strike a creative chord with me, and it makes me and encourages me to write my own story one day, and I hope I can do that. But if you know any other shows out there that have done this method, redirect. It's kind of a filmmaking perspective that I just love to no end, and it's not just geared to one genre, which is anime. There's plenty of people that used to do it, but they don't do it no more. It's kind of a forgotten art, if you will. It's just appreciated by me, really. I just feel like this method is one of the most overlooked when it comes to it, when it comes right down to it. But if you've seen any anime that used this method that we discussed today to its fullest potential, and you want to share it with the comment section, please let me know. I'll be happy to take a look at it. I guess it's just a hidden art that I'm just in love with at the moment in time, and the fascination that one day I might be able to write some stories like that, and maybe one day I might be able to voice act those stories. Who knows? Who knows what tomorrow brings, you know? That's just the beauty of learning and being able to study what you love. To be honest, I wasn't really planning in general to making this video, but it's something that kind of crossed my mind. It was like a random thought that I had. It's something that I'm very passionate about as well. Like, there's so many plethoras and methods of creating your own story that the possibilities are endless, and it just makes you amazed and interested, and just something that I just love to share with everybody here. Like, I'm always finding the more I study and look into these different things about filmmaking, editing, the more intrigued and the more I fall in love with this type of work. It's so much fun. If you are new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button hit that notification bell, leave a like, rating on the video. That helps the video get some traction on YouTube. And also share the video with your friends and family. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Again, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Take it easy.